Good evening to all of you who have joined our fourth webinar this evening, and a very, very warm welcome. This is a series that we have started during the lockdown period, which is called Lockdown Learning by our training institute called Arrista School of Finance here in Pune. Just to give you a background for those of you who have joined us for the first time in this webinar series, Arrista is a Pune-based firm. It's a training firm, and we are involved in the activities of training for corporates and for individuals, for professionals, for ladies, and for teenagers and young adults. Our programs are typically around soft skills, sales trainings, communication skills, public speaking, and we also do motivational speaking. And during this lockdown period, there was not much that we could do in terms of the outbound activities, but we decided to create this series as a part of a goodwill gesture of our firm, and try and spread positivity by getting different speakers to come and connect with a wide range of audience through these webinars. We've been in operation for the last 7 years in Pune, and we've had the privilege of training more than 14,000 people across 40 different corporates and a lot of large brand names. Having said that, I would like to introduce all of you to our young and dynamic speaker this evening, Devyani Pavar. Welcome, Devyani.
Thank you, Chirag and Arrista, for inviting me. It's indeed a pleasure, and we are going to learn something new today about social media.
Absolutely. So Devyani has about 7 odd years of experience in marketing and market research. She is the CEO and founder of a firm called marketing firm called DP Mediaholics, based here in Pune as well. And she has a postgraduate diploma in corporate law and an MBA from the esteemed London School of Economics as well. So, Devyani, are you there? We seem to have some video loss there, but we'll give her a couple of seconds to come back. Devyani, are you there?
Yeah, actually my network is acting weird.
Yeah. No worries. We lost you. I thought there was a network issue. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome, and I will hand over the session to Devyani.
Hello, everyone. Thank you, Chirag, once again. And this is a very interesting topic for me. Social media has been with me since many years. And in these times when social media is something which is connecting all of us together, it is very crucial to talk about the visual experience that we share online. So this series is this webinar is dedicated to that, and let's talk it through. I have created a PPT for all of you, so I can we can start off with that.
Devyani, would you like me to start sharing the screen now?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Is the PPT shared?
Can you see my screen now?
It is slightly, it's stuck at one image. So I can anyway start off with the PPT if it is plain.
Yeah, I'm on the first slide, which is webinar agenda.
Okay, so now I'm going to cover 5 topics over here. The first is how to create a visual experience that is extremely important on social media. The second thing is how to build a community over hashtag. Now, when you consider social media, hashtag play a crucial role in it. And I would like to tell certain insights about that. Then the third thing what I would like to discuss is how to structure your social media campaign over your business agenda or business objectives. That is very important for planning any social media campaign, and that shouldn't be missed out by anybody. And the fifth thing is a cumulative summary along with what is the targeting audience and how you can boost your engagement on social media platforms. So this is going to be agenda for today. And of course, I'll be answering all of your queries alongside.
Moving to the next slide.
Yes. So now the first slide, what I have created over here is how to create a visual experience. Now, when it comes to social media, what you show to others is very important because people understand your personality through the visual experience what you give. Now, I have shared two examples over here in front of you. If you can see, there is one correct design and there is something called as incorrect design. Now, when you design something, hello?
Devyani, are you there?
Yes, I'm there.
We seem to be losing your voice also.
Just give me a moment.
Is it a network issue?
Yes, it is a network issue. Just give me a moment. I'm so sorry for the inconvenience. Am I audible?
Yes, please go ahead.
Yeah. Okay, so I can see clearly. Yeah. So how to create visual experience. The first slide, what I talked about is that there is one correct design and there is an incorrect design, which I have shared with you guys. So the first one is the correct design, where I have placed typographies on the side, which says always deliver more than expected. That was my message, what I wanted to send out to the audience, that we are a marketing agency which delivers what is more than expected. When you consider deliver, I thought to creatively add a car because this is something which.
Devyani, I think we've skipped a slide. I'm going back to the first slide again.
Okay, no problem.
I think you were talking on the first slide when the presentation went ahead.
Yeah.
Sorry, please start from here.
Okay. So now, as you can see, there is one correct design and there is an incorrect design over here. Now I will talk first about the correct design. Now I wanted to send out a message to my clients that we always deliver more than what is expected from us as a social media agency. Now, when you consider a social media agency, you have to think creatively. Now, when you see deliver, we always relate to an image of a car or a van or something like that, and with that we can use interesting typography. Just one element gives out that impact. You don't need to use too many elements to give out your message properly, and this is something which attracts the audience. Now if you see the incorrect design, I would rather not read that because this is something which is too confusing for the eyes, and even if you want to put up a hoarding of it later on the roads, nobody is going to read that. So your message has to be extremely clear, and you need to be very particular with the design. You have to use as minimal creatives or minimal objects as possible and give out the message which is most important for you to give. Now for that, everyone must be wondering that how can they create such a visual experience as everything is shut, you can't access any agency or you cannot go anywhere. You don't have to worry about it. There are certain apps which are very easy to use, and I think you must have heard about them. You can download them right away. The first one is Canva. It's got amazing layouts on it. You can work it through. There are many other elements over there, so you can use that, create your own identity online. There is this second thing called as Adobe Spark Post. This is something which you can use from your phone. So you can create quick artworks and quick creatives from your phone itself. And there is something called as Unfold app, which is for stories. It is specifically to create beautiful stories with lovely fonts on it. So go ahead and download these apps. Then there is something which I would like to also discuss. Apart from the creatives which I've shared, when you are posting any image or any photo of yours, it has to be very crystal clear. And for doing that, you need to edit it a little. You can use the app called as Snapseed for you doing that. You can use a filter in it. Don't forget to sharpen your image when you're exporting the image, because sharpening the image will always increase the quality of it. And then you can go ahead and post it. And one more thing I would like to add here is when you are editing any image on Snapseed, you need to make sure that the image size is square or portrait. That is the size which is going to fit on Instagram. For Facebook, there is no problem. You can use any size. Moving forward, we can go on the next slide. Yeah. So now alongside the designs, I would like to also emphasize on the layouts. So to create a visual experience, the overall layout of your page has to be very appealing. So now over here, I have shown two correct designs. One is something which is very formal, and one is something which, if somebody likes, very informal kind of design. So for this, the main element what you need to consider is you can play around with design. You can do anything. You can do minimalistic design, but you have to make sure that you use 1 to 2 prominent colors all throughout your designs, because that creates an identity of your brand. You know, somebody can relate to it. They can visualize, oh, okay, if this is red and pink, I think it is Devyani's page, what I saw, because that is something which keeps hammering in them. So it can be any color. You can go up to 4 colors if you want and create a beautiful layout as I've shown in the pictures. A good tip for that is your aesthetic and your color has to represent your brand. A easy step for that is if you can correlate to your logo. If you have already created a logo for yourself which has different color palettes, example, let's say black and gray or white, you can use black, gray, white as a color, base color for your designs. And then you can incorporate your offers and everything on it. And use the same filter all throughout for your images. So this is something to create a very good visual experience for everybody. Now, I would like to move forward to the third most important thing, which is community around hashtags. Now, considering community around hashtags play a very important role to build a presence online. And for that, to use effective hashtags, you need to make memorable, unique, relevant content and hashtags. They can't be more than, it has to be short and crisp, and create your own unique identity. Because when you create your own hashtag, example, if my company's name is DP Mediaholics and I create hashtag DP Mediaholics, I should make sure that I use it in all the campaigns, all the activities or any contest I run, because it is going to pick content and create a bank in the hashtag community. And that is really going to help you forward with it. And a lot of people can actually follow that hashtag. The second thing is, what I would like to say is, don't use more than 11 plus hashtags. It should be in the ratio of 11 to 13 hashtags, not more than that. Because as soon as you increase the amount of hashtags, it's going to drop your visibility. So this is very important. This is something which I've noticed in everyone, that they tend to try to copy the most trending ones, but you need to make sure that you use 11 hashtags with what you're posting. Example, if I am posting something about, let's say I am eating something, I'm having a smoothie. So it has to be around that. Smoothie is what? It's healthy. So I can use a healthy hashtag. I can use something which is around fitness. I can use smoothie. So it has to correlate to what you have posted. You cannot post anything which is just trending. You have to pick out the hashtags which are trending and correlating to your post. So this is very important to create any identity. The third most thing what I would like to discuss is for Facebook, hashtags don't really work. you need to put an effort for hashtags only on Instagram. For Twitter, you can use around 2 to 3 hashtags. That's fine, but not more than that. So this is something you need to pledge by and use. And now I would like to move forward.
Devyani, there's a question here.
Okay.
How many hashtags should a person ideally have on Instagram? Minimum and maximum.
Okay. So minimum, what I would like to say is 11 hashtags, and maximum it can go up to 15, not more than that. Because if you go above that, it drops, according to the studies, it drops 17% of your visibility, which is not good. So stick to 11 hashtags.
So in the drop bar, when you get a couple of options, any particular criteria to choose those hashtags?
Yeah, so now when there is a drop bar, you need to use the second most trending hashtag, because there it will pick the visibility. The most trending hashtag is something which everyone is using. Try to use the second one. It is tried and tested. It really gives a great visibility to us.
Should I move on?
Yes, please. So apart from the previous things which I discussed, this is something you need to note down, everyone, because how to structure social media.
Sorry, Devyani, to interrupt you. There's one quick question just on the hashtag. What is a good hashtag example for a brand?
Sorry, good hashtag example for a brand.
Yeah. Can you give an example?
Okay, now if it is for me, it is a marketing agency. So what I usually use is social media marketing tools. I always use something which is related to the area where I'm serving it. So if it is Pune, so I can tap onto Pune marketing, or if there is something called as marketing community in Pune, so I correlate my hashtags around it. It is very important because people pick by that. So involve the area where you are serving and also the industry you are into. So that is going to give a good balance of it.
Yeah, please go on.
Okay, so now I would like to move on to the next slide, which is how to structure social media campaigns over your business objectives. Now, everyone needs to note this down, that if you want to create social media campaigns at home and you don't need help of anybody, this is extremely important for you to analyze your brand around these 5 questions, what are put over here: who, what, when, why, and where. Now, when you pin down, you need to start off first with who. So who are the major players? Now you need to, when you are launching any product, you need to study who are the players, what are they doing differently in that, what is catching eye of customers. So you can actually go there and look and make notes of what is interesting and what suits your brand. So this is something which you're going to learn over the time. Then who are the customers? Who is your competition? Then who is your target audience? That are the questions you need to analyze. Now, if example, if I am launching an hair oil or a shampoo, and it is around something called as hair fall, hair fall treatment. So you need to identify that what might be the ideal audience for that, who might face those problems. It can be around the age of 23 to 65, who are suffering from stress or any other eating habits or anything like that. So that is the audience you need to see. So you need to make a note of all of this. Then what do you want to achieve? Now, if it is a shampoo, you need to show you need to be particular about what you want to achieve out of it, what you want to present to the audience, and then write it down. And what is the advantage and what are the offers you would like to give to your customers. Then the third one is when do you want to launch this product. Now, if example, I want to launch my shampoo on May 19th. So I need to start my campaign 1 week before that. You have to be prepared to launch it. Overall, you have to build it up to the extent of launching it. You need to make a proper launch plan based on all of these questions. Why will anybody buy your product? You need to know clearly your USP. What is your USP and why? What is the selling point? Now, the why question is going to answer to you about the design. You need to add your USP in the design. The why question, you need to analyze it, make a minimalistic design. Just put your USP in that design and the contact details. That's it, and that is ready for to create a visual experience, and you can boost that post. Then where you want to post it, like where do you want to promote this business? If it is area oriented, if it is service, if it is pan India, then you need to locate your target audience and then push it through. So these 5 questions are going to really help you build your social media campaign, and you need to make sure that you live by it. You have to study these 5 questions before doing anything of in your company. Okay, so now when we have studied all of these questions, we need to now move into when your design is ready, everything is ready. Now you're set for boosting your post, or you're going to create a campaign, and you're going to promote your ads. So now initially what you need to do is you need to first fill in your Instagram account with at least 10 to 20 posts. Your Instagram account should look full, and that has to be organic post. Don't boost it before that. In that, you, as we discussed earlier, use those 11 hashtags, what I said, and try to build a community in your own circles. Try to publicize it, and after that, once you're ready with 20 posts, and once the visual experience is there, once your layout looks beautiful on Instagram and Facebook, then you can go ahead with the boosting part. Now for boosting or targeting any audience, you need to see the optimal time. That can be seen on Instagram Insights, which is on top of your the followers and the following. What you see, you can just see there is something called as profile, example 2000 profile visits in 7 days or something like that. So just tap over there and you will see the insight which I have shared over here. Over there, just pick the right timing. So we are showing 9 p.m. So you can pick 9 p.m. or 12, whatever is suitable and whatever is trending on your personal insight. Don't go on Google and check it. Just check your own personal insight, because that is going to give you an insight of what customers and when customers are looking at your profile. And the same applies to Facebook. For Facebook, if you go on Facebook, you can see on the top bar a graph-like icon. So when you select on that graph-like icon, you will see the timelines for that. And you can go and analyze that. You can take some time and see when you can post, and create a schedule, create a planner which is around it. Yeah. So
there is a question which is, what is the best practice to get followers on Instagram for a new account / brand which is just starting out?
The best practice, honestly speaking, I personally don't like using some tools which bring out fake followers on your account. Slow, steady wins the race. So what I would recommend you to create a social media campaign which is around your community or around your existing customers or your known people. You share it with them, tell them to share the post, use a cross-platform promotion where they are sharing about something is launching, and use your connects. That is going to help build initial followers, and then use hashtags that is going to boost it and uplift it, and then start off with promoting your ad. So these are the 3 things you can do initially for increasing the followers. Don't expect a hike or a very drastic increase in the following. Slowly the graph will start building, but you need to engage audience or customers into it, while posting, because you need to run contest. You can do stories where you're highlighting customer reviews. You can do something where you have highlighted, example, if it is a makeup, you can highlight a bridal shoot or something, because that is something which your customers are going to repost. Build a content which can be reposted by your customers. That is very important.
Devyani, there's a question, how do I navigate and go to this engagement screen of Facebook and Instagram?
Okay, so now for Facebook, I'll just open it for you guys. When you go to pages, the page, when you open your own personal account and when you have created a page, tap on the page of yours, and then on top of it, you will see a graph-like icon. Just select that. You will see the entire drop box of the insights, and then you can pick the insight what you want to study.
Ashutosh asks a question, how can we target specific groups? Say I have a healthy food service food delivery service. How do I target potential customers?
So it's very easy. You need to select topics in Instagram and Facebook. They have given an option of topics. So for this, if you're serving from Pune, you have to first select Pune area, and then around it you have to select topic as healthy food, then something called as keto, and somebody who is searching for meal delivery. So there are topics which are given by Instagram and Facebook. They have made it very easy for us to pick those particular topics. Don't press automatic, select by yourself these topics, and then boost your campaign.
Ninad asks, what type of activity shall we conduct to boost followers? Can you give us an example, please?
Okay, so to conduct activities, you can now example if a restaurant is launching. So there is something called as food bloggers, which is slightly expensive, but you can invite your own friends, to talk about it. You can create an artwork, a design, and you can tell them to repost, or you can conduct a contest where you're giving, let's say, 5% off on your first order, and then post it and create certain contest on stories, and build an engagement that is going to help you.
There's one more question from Sonal. She says, what is the frequency of the posts for products on social media? How frequently or how often should we post them? Is there any ratio to balance and emphasize more on the viewer's mind?
Yes, so you have to be very particular on the posting schedule. What I generally do is I use a morning slot of 11 a.m. and a 5 p.m. slot, because that is something which is really helpful. And you can do alternate days. You don't have to post every day. It can be 3 or 4 days in a week, not every day, because the more you post, the people are going to unfollow you. So it has to be in certain ratio that people don't get irritated. So three timings, like on Monday, Wednesday and Friday is okay for posting, and you can post in a day's time 2 times, so 11 a.m. and 5 p.m.
How do you handle negative comments, if any?
Okay, so this is very important. I was working with Marriott Properties many years ago in the marketing department, and for us, customers is something which is very important. We used to get day in and day out of comments, bad comments. But what I learned over there is never, ever delete any of the negative comments. You rather comment back to them with a very polite note of that you getting in touch with them, have a word with them. If there is a serious issue, if there is something, example, if Marriott has delivered something, let's say, like an example, and there was something faulty in it, or if the food was cold, so give them an assurance that, okay, you will replace it or you will find a solution, but never try to ignore them or delete them. That is how you're going to build trust for the brand, and keep them there, reply over there politely, and that's going to help you a lot, but never delete it.
Fantastic response, Devyani. I'm going to stop asking you the questions now and probably queue them for later so that you can complete your presentation, and then we'll take the questions at the end. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Going to the next slide.
Yeah, so now based on all the things which you have studied before, this is something which accumulates us to this particular result, that how to narrow your targeting to boost engagement. Now, visual storytelling, region, topics, age group, and gender plays a very important role. All of these things are very important, and you cannot skip any of this. It is very important to pick your correct visual storytelling, where you have decided that what you are going to portray or what is your design like. Is it minimal? Is it only 20% of text what you're using? Does it direct the customers to your website or your Instagram profile? Don't overboard it with address or anything. Just give a clean link of your Instagram profile or your website where they will get everything what they want. Then the second thing is topics. Now, when you're boosting, or even if you're uploading an hashtag, you need to see the topics, as rightly asked by one of our in the previous questions, that topics play a very important role. Now, if it is a food delivery, you need to pick a Pune region, the topics like keto meals or home delivery services, or any of these which are related to that item, and here you go, it's completely there. The second thing is gender. Now, this is something which, an example, if it is a beauty brand or a makeup, when you're boosting, you cannot boost it to the male audience. Or if it is something, let's say, if it is a bow tie, like a product like that, you need to curate your boosting accordingly. You need to pick that gender. If it is for both, there is an option for both as well. The region plays very important role. You need to select a region which is apt for your service. If it is pan India, you can select that and then focus on the other four elements like visual storytelling, topics, gender, age group. Age group can be around 21 to 65, which is an ideal one. But you can, if it is something for for youngsters, it can go from the age of 18. So that's something which you need to select, and everything over here is the answer of what you answered before, of the questions which we saw before, which is the 5 questions which we discussed earlier: who, what, when, why, and where. So this is all. And to end it off, everyone has a different perspective of social media, and we need to think creatively. Something might have come up, but we all can work as a great community and serve good things to social media and create a really impactful presence on it. And for summarizing it, I would also like to add a very important point over here, which is when you are a business, you need to split your personal profile and your business profile. You cannot merge them together. It is very important that on your business profile you don't post your personal images. Example, if I am at a farm or if I am eating something, I cannot post that on the business platform, on the business page, because that does not represent the brand or does not represent any beauty product you're selling. It is not going to represent that. So let the brand live by its own, and your identity can be separate. Of course, on your personal page you can post about your brand, but not on the business page, because that is something which you want it to grow and evolve, and you want it to have its own identity, because that's how you can create a company out of it later on. So that is something which is very important and crucial for everyone to understand.
Devyani, there were a couple of questions at the start. People were asking which apps did you recommend. So I'm just going back to that slide just so that people can note it down.
Yeah. So the first app, what I said, is Canva. So there are a lot of templates on it. I would recommend for you guys to use Canva from your desktop, because it really helps you create a lot of content. They have such amazing templates and you can use it. They have sizes already set, so you don't have to worry about resizing all your posts. So you can pick an Instagram story, you can pick an Instagram post and start it off directly. They have other dimensions also. They have a like you can create your own visiting cards, whatsoever you want. The second app which I recommended was Adobe Spark Post. Now this is something you can operate from your phone. If you're on the go and you have to create something quickly and you have to share it with the clients or something, you can create on this post. It is amazing to use on the phone, and it has amazing animations what are there. The third thing is, if you are creating a story, you need to download this Unfold app, which is very, very essential. It's going to help you create beautiful stories on your post. So this is something. And Snapseed is something where you can edit your pictures. Picture editing is also very crucial. So Snapseed is something which I would recommend you.
So I'm going to stop sharing the PPT right now and take on the questions. Is that okay?
Sure, yeah, that's fine.
There's a question regarding, one second, sorry. Aniket is asking, how do you advertise on Facebook and Instagram? Please, can you tell something about it? How can we select the regions after the study on Instagram and Facebook? I think you did answer this to some extent.
Yes. So as I said, when you create a page on Facebook, there is a graph-like structure on this thing. You can go there, or on the settings, there is a direct tab to create an ad, or create a promotion. These are the tabs which are there. Press on that. over there you will see a bar, like a top bar where all these options are given. So it's very easy. You can just click on that and it will keep scrolling. So just need to add that, and then there'll be an option to upload your image, upload your creative. You can do that easily.
There's one more question from Sonal. She's saying, kindly give us a limitation of text, picture, or overall post size so that it will impact more on the readers or the viewer's mind. Is there any thumb rule for that?
Yeah. So 20% text, not more than that. It can be just one sentence. The way I had used in the previous artwork, what I shared, there was just one sentence which I used. So you need to stick to just one sentence, not more than that. Of course, that can be Instagram icon or your phone number below it, but not more than that.
Okay, moving on to the next question. Yeah, so we've answered the question regarding the apps.
Yes.
Trying to create a digital marketing enterprise, starting with Insta, what would you suggest I start with, like for a month or two?
For a digital marketing company just like me?
Perhaps, yeah.
Okay, so now what you have to do is you have to show your portfolio. Now, if you're creating a marketing agency, your designs and everything has to be very strong. And to create a portfolio, you need to take sample companies or sample structures and create a beautiful design out of it. Or if you're not giving a design-led solution, and if you're just giving marketing solutions or something where it is just post engagement, you can refer to this Mad Over Marketing page on Instagram. It is hilarious. It is amazing how they do their postings. So you can refer to that.
How long does it realistically take to get more than 10,000 followers on Instagram?
It is going to take around 6 to 7 months or more.
And this is through the organic process, not through purchasing followers.
Yeah. It is a combination of both. So you can do that.
Right. Next question is, for my jewelry business, Tanvi asks, for my jewelry business, how do I target the audience?
For the jewelry business, first you have to have amazing pictures of your products. Either a flat lay would do, or something where you are creating a very crisp and clean background and you portray your jewelry on it, and then your USP, and then target to the audience around. If it is something which people are going to purchase from a brick and mortar store, you have to select the region.
Right. Somebody's asking, where can we make easy and attractive designs? I think you've covered that in the list of the
Canva.
Yeah, Canva is the name.
Yes.
How do you market foreign education related services in this pandemic situation on social media? That's a very broad question.
Yeah.
Would you like to answer that?
Yeah, foreign education and anything related to education, as we are conducting a webinar right now, people can actually conduct something like this, or they can go Instagram live, or conduct something which is going to give a good educational experience to the audience. And based on that, people can select, because the new normal is something which is more digitalized. So you can use this platform for enhancing your institute.
How do you advertise on Facebook and Instagram? Please, can you tell us something about it?
I think
I think you covered this, yes.
Yeah.
How do I market my physiotherapy and fitness page? Any tips on that?
Physiotherapy and fitness page, I have worked with Solaris before, and for that, what we've got is through the pictures and images what we have shared of the actual transformations of the customers. And over there, it can be a body transformation, or if it is about yoga, you can post about that. You should be very upfront about what services are there and what your customers are getting result of. That is something which is very important. You can correlate that with health benefits or health tips, or anything which people can do to benefit themselves or their eating habits. So this is something which has really worked for us.
Can I rebuild my business account without losing current followers? Also replace old posts on Instagram?
Yeah, of course you can do that. If you have the current followers, you can just start off new, and you can just politely give a message of, we are coming up with something new. and then start it.
Just 1 second. Just when you boost a post, how long should you boost it for?
I usually boost it for 5 days, not more than that. That's enough time. And I use a target of like around 800 rupees, not more. It's sufficient for a good presence.
So 5-day boost with a 800 rupee typical budget.
That's fine. Yeah, that's enough.
Okay. I get many requests for buying likes and followers. Do you recommend that for creating hype and value just to get people interested, since people value famous accounts?
No, I am against that because for somebody who has a business and if they have some certain products, the genuine clients are very important than fake followers. And I would not recommend, because when somebody identifies that you have 16K followers on the profile, and when they go on your post and they see just 125 likes, they will easily make out, because everyone is on social media and they know that what is fake and what is real. So rather for people to trust you, you have to be very sure on what you're posting and how loyal are you with them. So don't ever go for fake accounts.
What do you mean by purchasing followers? Can you elaborate?
Purchasing followers is something which is illegal, and there are a lot of other apps which do. I don't recommend doing that. Rather boost it and use the genuine methods of doing it. Don't go for these things, because they're not going to work again. Because the ultimate goal of creating an Instagram account or social media account is to connect to genuine customers. If the customer is only not genuine, what are you going to sell it to? That is very, very essential. So
very well said.
is something which is good.
Yeah. How do we keep ourselves updated with new social media tools or trends to build our brand?
To get updated, it's Google, or then you can pick on Instagram hashtags or just search for social media trends and everything. You will get the answer easily.
Okay. What should be on the bio of the Instagram page for digital marketing page?
Your USP, your tagline has to be, for me, it is, we were created to create, because I am a design-led marketing agency. So we created a tagline for us, which is we were created to create. So this shows what we do, and this is something which we live by. So you have to create your own unique identity and just post it. Or if you can pick on something which relates to you, you can put that.
Vijay has a very interesting question. He's saying it's easy to get bogged down initially when you are doing your best in promoting your company. However, results don't show up fast. From your past experience, how do you keep yourself motivated?
So now, sometimes the ads don't work out. It can happen with anyone. But what you can do is you can keep trying. If the ads are not working out, you can go organic way. You can push yourself with email marketing, the very, very old tool, but it is very effective. You can go on cold calling. You can contact your connects and update them about any offers or anything. So you can go old school along with social media. That is really something which motivates. And don't expect the conversion rate or anybody calling you within 2-3 days. What I have personally noticed, that if I have posted something about an offer or something about that, you will get a response in within a month or 2 months, because it reflects on them that okay, somebody has this need and they'll remember, acha, she had posted this, let me call her. So that is something which, when the customer has the need, so they have this in their mind, but they will call when they need you.
One interesting question here: for a business account, what is the ratio of followers and followings? Do you recommend following people or pages of your community business?
I would recommend something which like a Forbes or something like an Entrepreneur India or something which is valuable. You have to follow these kind of pages which give you information, or where something, if you can understand if something new is coming up, you can follow these, but not follow everyone and anyone from your business account. That is something which I don't recommend.
Jay Jinai has sent a message saying lately one photo for 6-block grid is trending.
Yeah.
Do you vouch for such a design? Because on an offset, your followers will receive 6 posts on their feed and it gets people to unfollow. What is your recommendation?
Okay, so now what I do is I use a grid of 3, and for people to not get irritated, what you can do over here, a simple trick is that the grid of an image what you have created, no? So the original image you have to attach in the album of that grid. So even if it is cut out, the people can slide and see the whole image, so they don't get irritated of visiting your profile. That is something which has helped us a lot. So you can do it that way.
Right. So I think we've pretty much covered all the questions, Devyani. Thank you so much for those insights. I'm just going to share your contact details with the viewers.
Okay.
So, ladies and gentlemen, on the webinar, this is Arrista's contact details. In case you didn't have them, these are some of the courses that we've been running for our customers during the lockdown period. Some of the topics. That's our website address there, aristaindia.com, and that's my name, my contact number, and email address in case you wish to get in touch for any such programs. Just give you a few seconds to note it down if you wish to. And this is Devyani's contact number and her email address. Devyani, I hope those details are correct.
Yes, yeah.
DP Mediaholics has a double A in it, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So, folks, please note those down. I think there's one more question I've just received. I'll just check. So I think it's not a question. It's some nice feedback coming for you, Devyani. Amanita is saying great insights. Thanks, Chirag and Devyani.
Thank you so much.
I think it was so I think, Devyani, what is important, what I have taken away from your session, I'm a complete amateur and a novice when it comes to social media and digital marketing. And all of us are trying in our own ways to sort of promote our businesses using whatever limited resources we have at our behest. But some of the things that you shared with us, we don't really, know these things. So we don't really know which are the right things or the wrong things. We just do things because we think, maybe this is the right approach. There's nobody really who can validate whether this approach is correct or not. And I think that is what you have done for a lot of us today, and given us a direction, given us a path in which we can sort of function. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again. I suggest you get in touch with Devyani for your social media and digital marketing requirements. And I'm sure her firm will be more than happy to take on your business.